Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. Today we are doing a Master Yi game, and yeah, we are going to go mid lane because we are going AP Master Yi. Yeah, that's what the pros do, man. No, Master Yi is only good as AP, to be honest. I mean, he's a reasonable jungler, but he can't gank for shit. So what you do with him basically is you just farm it up in the mid lane with your Alpha Strike. You heal, of course, with your meditation, and that's why you need the AP to get that going. And then in the late game, you just split push. Oh my god! Yeah, I should have paid attention. I know. And yeah, we're going to see the very bad play here. He's all alone, so doesn't even have his AD carry with him. Didn't want to place a ward or anything. No, just run straight in there. Doesn't even care. Anyway, we're going to put everyone in their place where they should be. So it's Master Yi in the mid. Darius jungle? Cho'Gath jungle. Okay. Cool. I like Cho'Gath jungle. So we're probably up against Fizz here. And yeah, we are just defending here and there and everywhere. It doesn't really matter. This guy, so Darius top lane, Blitzcrank bottom lane. I'm guessing these are free champions this week or something like that. Yeah, because that's how it normally goes. So both of the junglers starting off with the Hunter's Machete, which is of course the best item to start off with in that early game. And we as Master Yi are starting off with a Crystalline Flask, potions and a ward, which is a very strange opening. I would still prefer boots and potions over anything else because boots and potions are just too good. I mean, the boots allow you to dodge most of the skill shots. The potions allow you to stay alive, and as Master Yi, by the time you use 3 potions, you should have a high enough meditation that it doesn't actually matter for the rest. So Fizz does have a disrupt. Hang on. Oh, he does have yeah, a lessened heal. At least I was looking for the trickster. Yeah. Because I was actually no, it's just a slow, and we are going on it. Never mind. Just healing it up. There you go, and that's how that goes. So I missed it, but you didn't miss it. So it's all good. I'm not actually sure if Fizz has a disrupt. It seems that jump is only a slow, and we get a 1-for-1 trade in the top lane. But it's assisted for unassisted, so it kind of gives away the advantage that Master Yi just got. Yeah, well, they already got assisted first blood, so I guess that already gave away quite an advantage. But hey, we're doing okay. So 2 versus 2, we're a little bit behind, but that's all good. So basically, it's Master Yi that's dominating the lane currently, and Vayne that's commandeering this bottom lane. She's really doing a good job. No stun coming out though. Oh, she had it up. How do you not use that condemn at that point? She could have easily killed him, but hey, she didn't want to. That's fine. Well, she probably couldn't have killed him, but it would have been a lot closer. Because, yeah, he still had that shield up, and that, of course, saved him. The mana barrier. So, come on, Yi. Do it! Yeah, Master Yi has no mana regen here. So, that's why we normally see early Doran's Rings and such on Master Yi. Because that is how he keeps up with his mana. And he of course harasses and picks up minions with that Alpha Strike. As I said, that is a very useful tool to have. The meditation also very useful. As long as you have mana and AP, you should always stay alive and always be able to do a large burst of damage. And you can see that because he lets it push up to his turret, it's very hard for Fizz to do anything. And every time he comes into range, he risks the exposure to Alpha Strike, and of course you can launch Alpha Strike at any point. So as you can see, large amounts of damage and not really well, any way for Fizz to get out of that, even with his untargetable thingy, because it's just too fast. Unless you do it at max range, but yeah, well, you should always take care of the fact that you're jungling, or sorry, laning against someone, and that someone has specific abilities. So we are going top lane, and yeah, I'm sure they pinged by now. No, they haven't pinged by now. And we are going to, oh, get up. Yeah, nicely done. They do get the kill. And yeah, Master Yi needs to go on this. Heal, 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 heal. Oh, he didn't heal. Well, the fear would have disrupted the heal anyway, but it would have at least kept him alive for a little bit longer. So you need to use that heal as often as possible. And even if you only get 2 seconds out of it, it's still a pretty big heal. So yeah, this guy is pretty dead, and indeed the shutdown comes out, and it's an unassisted kill, so it's still the best you can get out of that. And come on, Cho, man, he's out of mana. Get him already. Dude, he had Feral Scream up and he leaves it to just, yeah, I don't know. Why wouldn't you use your mana or your abilities there if you have them? I mean, it's not like you need to save them. So Master Yi, anyway, he gets killed, which is unfortunate, but it happens. He's 1-1 now. He has 40 to 17 minions, and that is a big deal. So already up by almost, well, 25 minions. And yeah, once he hits 30 minions, he's up 2 kills on this Fizz. Because it's 15 minions per kill. 15 minions is about 300 gold, and kills are 300 gold. So that's of course a 1 versus 1 comparison, not a team comparison, because team kills are, so especially assisted kills, are worth more. So anyway, while we see this mid lane developing and such, I wanted to discuss something that I discussed in the previous game as well. So if you've seen that, then just ignore this or don't ignore it, and kind of, yeah, whatever. Listen. Anyway, I wanted to call attention while we see a very nice suicide there by Fizz. I wanted to call attention to something that's really important to me, and that is ad blockers. A lot of you, about half of my views comes from people with ad blockers, and I only get paid if you don't, if you actually see the ads. So wow, nicely done. So if you have an ad blocker on, basically you're denying me my income, and as I said in the previous game, and I will say it here again, I can only do this if I get income from it, because I've done this pretty much for free for the last 2 years, because I don't get a whole lot out of it. But yeah, especially for those of you who watch multiple games, if you only watch this game and then never come back to my channel, then yeah, whatever, be a douche to everyone on YouTube that's working really hard to make entertaining and good videos for you. But I don't really care personally. But for those of you who really care about, well, who really appreciate this, basically, who really appreciate the fact that I make videos, but not just me. This is not just for me. Any YouTuber out there that has, well, commercials on their channel gets an income from just that, the commercials. So if you put on ad blockers, then you deny income, and the income isn't too high. Just right off the bat, it is not high. So if you get, like I get, about 50% people have ad blockers, 50% of the view, that doesn't mean 50% of the people, but you lose quite a lot of money on that. And as I said, I cannot keep doing this if I get no income from it, or virtually no income from it. Why didn't he just heal? Did he not have his meditation up? Yeah, he had his meditation up, so, or meditate, I should say. Yeah, so could have been like 700 health higher than he was, but apparently didn't have the mana. No, he did have the mana for it. I don't know. I really don't know. So could have healed. I kind of assumed he would heal, but then he got sniped, so he didn't. Yeah, anyway, I think it's kind of obvious that if you have ad blockers on and I get my my income from those ads, that you're kind of denying me my income. And as I said, that goes for any YouTuber. Any YouTuber that you watch, because, well, people that have like 5 views per day, yeah, they don't have ads on their channel. But anyone that has 1,000 or more views per day basically has that. So that includes not only me, but also everyone else that you're watching. And yes, I know commercials are annoying, and yeah, just see it as your part in well, something you do for the YouTuber that's making your videos. I mean, you're watching a video here of about 23 minutes, seeing how long the game is. Yeah, so you can spend like 10 seconds on a commercial, I would say, or even 20. Most of the commercials are only like 10-15 seconds, but you're watching a game, or my average video is like half an hour. So can you not spare the 30 seconds that are required for me to actually get an income? I don't really understand that, because, well, I'm really one of those people that never uses ad blockers, because it's not about me in that case. And I didn't use ad blockers before because I knew that was the way people get their income. So please shut off the ad blockers. If you don't know how to, I'm sure well, let me know, because I'm sure I can find it somewhere on the internet and I can make a video about it. And yeah, I hope people do that so I can actually keep doing this. Anyhow, back to the game. Oh, I didn't mention, everyone on this team except for the Ezreal is well, grouped up together, so they basically have a quarter queue going. And wow, that escape. And wow, that didn't work. Okay, level 1 ultimate, I guess, with no stacks, so basically that does no damage. Yeah, 160 plus 28. Yeah, that's not very frightening at all. But yeah, he should have realized that, of course. Even spending his flash on that. Didn't use his ignite though. He could have easily killed the Cho'Gath if he used his ignite plus ultimate. Yeah, well, whatever. I guess we're just going to have to deal with it, that people aren't always playing their best, or to the best of the abilities of the champion, I should say. And man, what's this guy doing? Is he really trying to suicide here? Okay, let's just AFK all day. Come on guys, just run in. No. Oh, I don't understand this crap. 2 guys in base. And they don't just run up to him and kill him. I don't understand. I mean, there's supposed to be a multi-queue, so kind of easy to not derp. Master Yi getting his oh yes, oh no, oh my god, oh, I thought he would make it. Oh. Yeah, Master Yi using his Alpha Strike to great effect, because they totally lost him and he could run out, and I kind of assumed he would get out of there, heal up behind the tower here, so that Blitzcrank couldn't hit him, and then come back in with an Alpha Strike and get the kill. But yeah, he thought he could get the kill at low health, and the idea behind, and this is, by the way, I will address this now. He's playing this because he saw some major players play this, so like Alex Ich and players like that, so the really famous high ELO players. And yes, they do play this. I have a Hotshot GG Master Yi, AP Master Yi on my channel somewhere. Yeah, they play this because it's a good build. But if you watch their play carefully, so not just watch their build, because the build really doesn't matter at all. It's not about the build, it's about how you play it. Because the build is tuned to the guy you're playing against, so in this case Fizz, and well, your playstyle. So you shouldn't just copy the build, you should copy the playstyle way more than that. And yeah, he watched that, and he apparently didn't notice the fact that they stay high health all the time. AP Master Yi never goes below half health. He never engages in a fight when he's half health. Unless they're going crazy mode, but you should recognize it when they're going crazy mode. But in general, AP Master Yi just gets his priorities right. First, Alpha Strike. 2 is heal, because you need to stay high health, and both of those things make that you're virtually undamageable. Then the third thing is dealing normal damage, and the fourth thing is always keep your ultimate up, because you want to escape. Because your ultimate is something that you use as an escape as AP Master Yi. You don't use it to the extra damage unless you're in a very specific situation, but that, well, never happens by definition, because it's a very specific situation. Yeah, so kind of copying the build of, well, in this case, Deathcap first, but you only can do Deathcap first if you farm up a lot, and he did farm up a lot, but he got killed a whole lot as well. So instead of 100 minions, he should be at 150 if he just stayed in lane and farm. That's basically what Master Yi does. As you can see, one Alpha Strike will get the entire wave except for the cannon minion, which should be one hit, and then you should be able to finish that as well. And you don't go after the kills. You don't go running into this 1 versus 4 like he's trying to do now, because there is no reason to do it. Your farm is here. He could have picked up 6 more minions, because these were 6 minions of course, and gotten damage done on the tower, because the tower is where you're at. I mean, if you damage the tower, they are going to come back to defend the tower. They're not going to stay top lane. And now, yeah, because it's 1 versus 3, it was 1 versus 4 before, but as you might have seen, the Vayne recalled. So 1 versus 3, there's no way he's going to stay there, because this guy has a disrupt, and this guy has a disrupt, and yeah, I'm still not sure about this guy, whether this disrupts anything. No, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. But no, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. So silences and stuns and fears and those kind of things, they disrupt that heal, and that's what you need to be scared of. So Blitzcrank is kind of the one you should be scared of. Vayne, yeah, also someone that has a stun, but a very situational stun, so she can't hit that every single time. So you can still use the heal pretty efficient against her. But yeah, it's a common theme that people just take a build, preferably from a pro gamer, and just copy it straight off. So just the build, just the items, not the thing you should do, which is the playstyle. You should learn from their plays, not from what they build, because what they build is just random crap for you. Because you don't have the same playstyle, you don't have the same gold income. So even though a Master Yi that gets 5 and 0 early game can build, I don't know, the what's it called? Oh wow, nice. Double kill. Oh man, he's going for it. Wow, that was fast. Oh my god, I did not expect that at all. Yeah, he completed his death cap, I guess that's it. But even though a Master Yi that gets 5 and 0 really early in the game can build a death cap very quickly before his boots even, doesn't mean that that's a good build. It's a good build in that situation because someone has 1500 extra gold. 1500 gold he shouldn't have, and that's why he can afford to buy that death cap. But you as a normal player should always go for boots level 2 before death cap, and maybe a few Doran's rings, because Doran's rings are really good for Master Yi. They give extra health, they give extra regen on his his mana, but also regen on his meditate, because that extra AP is going to help out greatly with the amount of HP you get from that. And of course that's exactly what you want out of that, because what you need, as I said, is just mana and cooldowns. But the cooldowns, not too much of a problem. Yeah, just run away. Just run away. Use your ultimate. Or not. So yeah, instead of running away with his ultimate, he decides to keep up his ultimate and get killed. And that's what you need to learn. You don't have to learn to build a death cap and Zhonya's hourglass. Everyone knows those are good items, and everyone knows that if you get fed, you should get those items. And yeah, what you need to learn is how to not screw up. So what's your champion about? What kind of plays do I need to make the best out of this? Like this guy, he wanted to go back in. Are you kidding me with this? You have like one shot left on you. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, what I'm trying to tell you is just the general sense of my playstyle is this, so my champion should do this. And that's something that a lot of players lack, and that's because, well, with AP Master Yi, it doesn't really matter what you do, it seems, because you're always going to get a decent score if you have a decent game. But 8 and 6 is not nearly as good as the 12 and 0 he could have had. Well, not 0, I guess, but maybe the 12 and 1 or 12 and 2 that he could have had. And it has nothing to do with that he makes obvious mistakes in why didn't he, well, whatever. It seemed to be pretty high up still, but it has nothing to do with the fact that he makes mistakes, direct mistakes. He makes indirect mistakes, as in he plays his champion in a way that puts him in danger way too often. So obviously, yeah, here he can go in on the Fizz, but Fizz is way too fast. And yeah, he does switch back to getting these guys, these minions. But we see a lot of time that people will run in to the enemy champion, completely forget about the fact that they were farming minions. And if you, for example, Alpha Strike this guy, so this minion, you might get some damage done on enemies and still stay perfectly safe. And that's exactly what he did here, so that was excellent. He hit the champion that was standing in the middle of them, and he had 2 more. So yeah, that's good, that's good. But AP Yi is a lot about harassment, staying safe, staying high health, things like that. And that is just yeah, something that you need to learn from watching pro gamers. That's why you watch pro gamers, not to see the, well, it's obviously also, it has some entertainment value, but you're not doing it just for the entertainment value. You're doing it to learn from it. And this guy is going to die if he stays. Oh my god. Did you really not see that coming? Anyway, enemies surrender. Yeah, there were 7k gold behind and 11 kills behind, so it was kind of time to surrender. It was a pretty good game, pretty well played by the entire team, and a very nice pentakill. All in all, yeah, there's a lot of work you need to do on your AP Master Yi. As I said, you need to be way more in the back, you need to farm more, because even though he has the highest farm in the game, 160 at 24 minutes is not enough. You need to have, I think, 200 minions, probably more by now. So that's 40 off, and 40 is 3 kills. So you can see how that worked. So yeah, and the more fed you get, so the more money you get, the more kills you will get eventually in team fights or in 1 versus 1s. Although Master Yi is better in team fights than in 1 versus 1, because his Alpha Strike will hit everyone. So it will hit all 5 of the enemies, and or 4 of the 5, I don't exactly know. Hang on, that should be in the Alpha Strike, right? up to 4 enemies. Yeah, they changed it a couple of times, so I didn't know. So 4 enemies, you can hit 4 of your enemies with 1 spell, which will still keep you in a safe place because you're untargetable during the animation, and you end up where you started, so with the target you started. So you can pick the target you want to end up with, and then you just Alpha Strike, hit 4 enemies, and then stay out, because you're an AP carry. You're fragile. You shouldn't go in like a moron. Not that he did that, but you get the point. So yeah, if you watch High ELO to learn from it, not for the entertainment. I mean, I watch them for the entertainment because I don't need to learn from them, because I don't learn from them. Not because I'm better than them, but because they are way better than I am. So even if I see a great play, I cannot replicate that play because I'm not good enough to replicate that play. And that's something that I realize from my play. Doesn't mean that everyone realizes that. I just wanted to point that out, that if you're trying to replicate a play by a pro player, you have to understand the surroundings. You have to understand what made him able to get that play. So what made him able to get those items, or those a certain situation, he resolved it in a certain way. And how did he do that? Did he pick a certain summoner spell? Did he keep up his ultimate even though you would have used it? Did he keep up a certain skill? Did he use a certain skill in a certain way? Did he buy some items that you normally don't get? Things like that. Or in this case, playstyle. Master Yi is normally played very passively and harasses with that Alpha Strike. You Alpha Strike on the minions and you accidentally hit the champion that's there. And once you've done that a couple of times, then you can go in and you can kill him. But if you go in full health when he's also full health, yeah, it's kind of a 50-50 shot of who's going to win normally. So might want to take a look at that next time you watch a High ELO game. So kind of how do they make things work. But anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG!